Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I'm Amanda. I'm going to be your commentator for the night, along with Mark joining me in the booth. Mark, how you doing tonight? Or not? All right. So tonight we are with the Premier Stock Car Racing League.
Premium.
Premium. Premium Stock Car Racing League. Never fails. I can't read. Small town education, it didn't work for me. We got 100 laps at Daytona. Stage break's going to be at lap 20. Got 7 viewers out there on the stream with me tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Go ahead and go through your points.
All right, so looking at the points standing, J.R. Shepard's going to be sitting in first, Kenneth Cheney in second, Brian Underwood in third, Jordan Hand in fourth, Nathan Williams in fifth, Joshua Kreider in sixth, Jordan Kreider in seventh, Melvin Berengeyer, I hope I said that right, in eighth, William Conley in ninth, Jacob Shoffett in 10th, James Robbins in 11th, Nathan Brookover in 12th, Matthew Benhorst in 13th, Kenny Kibbe in 14th, John McIntyre in 15th, Austin Bokel in 16th, Matt Shinowski in 17th, Noah Blackwell currently sitting in 18th, Bob Eldred in 19th, Broderick, I'm not going to try to butcher it this time, in 20th, David Mayo in 21st, TJ Hanley in 22nd, and Tyler Ferguson sitting in 23rd.
Am I still muted?
No, you were not, but now you are. Not that one. Why do I have two? No, do not need two. Okay, I don't need All right, folks, I just want to apologize really quick. We're trying to fix an audio issue. Apparently, iRacing is not coming through on the stream, but we are working on that. And as soon as we have some cars out, it'll be a little bit easier and hopefully a quick fix. But while we are behind the scenes working on that, go ahead and hear a word from one of the sponsors. All right, looks like we got the audio file fixed. Excuse the guys while they laugh at me. So I was talking with myself muted apparently. There we see some side-by-side action coming around. Okay. So there we see Jordan Kreider out there in that 69, taking out that top spot. The 77 of Brian Underwood looks like he might be doing some bump drafting with him right there. Behind him, we got some good side-by-side action. Noah Blackwell, Jeff Clifton, J.R. Shepard, Melvin Beringer, Nathan Williams, Kenny Chaney, Matt Shinovsky, Farrell Robbins, back here by himself. More side-by-side driving. Broderick, Kenny Kibbe, Tyler Ferguson, Austin Bogle, Josh Kreider, Lee Bailey, Jordan Hand, and Nathan Rookover bringing up the back. 4 laps in, 96 laps to go. Well, let's go take a look through these cars, because that's one thing that I love to do when I broadcast, to look and see what cars are out there. And unfortunately, I don't have any Oreos today, so I have feelings. Just saying. Let's see. Not that one. Wrong button. There we go. Ooh, there we see some bumper to bumper action and some door touching going on coming around that turn. Oh, absolutely. That we do. So we'll peep over to that for a second. There we see Jordan Kreider, Melvin, Brian, and Josh Kreider.
All right, run going into 3. Maybe. Nope. I got to run.
What is that? Yeah. Let me fix that. My bad.
Run going into 3. 8. Is that still the one up there? Yeah. I got it in.
Let me, wrong side by side. Let's go to broadcaster side by side. There we go. moved mine.
On the side by side. Nice pack racing, and you're going to see a lot of strategies come into play, and they will. You'll see those strategies start coming. When they start getting close to that stage break at lap number 20. And right now, I believe they're probably at lap number 11, because I'm a little bit behind because I'm actually watching the stream instead of watching the race. But some of those teammates are going to get together, and some of those friends, they're going to be all working together. You're going to see a little bit of high line racing. You're going to see a little bit of low line racing. But as of right now, it looks like the low line is actually going to be the line of choice as of right now, because you can see a lot more cars are going to be stacked up on that low line. But doesn't mean that high line is going to be out, later on in this run.
And there actually, there was some chatter in the chat earlier about, basically being newer blacktop down on the low line. So people are going to try to crowd on that, get less tire wear, kind of make it last a little bit longer.
Marlo
Absolutely
out in the
right.
chat asked, where's the stands? Well, the stands are a little bit further back and it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see from the track.
But if you look in the stands, there's probably some birds.
Oh, and we have a wreck. So we have our first caution of the night. Caution flag brought to you by Admin Box. Looks like Farrell Robbins, Josh Kreider, and Jordan Hand were involved in that little wreck. So let's go take a look and see what happened. Ooh, a Reese's car. Squirrel! Squirrel!
A little squirrely.
Squirrel!
A little squirrely.
I did or the car did?
No, the car. But
Oh.
yeah, you.
Shh. We don't talk about it.
That just ruined my whole night.
Oh, so it looks like the Reese's car and the Lowe's car decided that door touching was a thing they were going to do tonight. Actually, I take that back. It was not the Lowe's car. It was the 76 of Kenneth. Let's see. And the 29 of Farrell Robbins, who decided the door touching was going to be a thing tonight. Looks like they took the 48 out with them, and that was one a heck of a wreck. Let's go back live.
Well, if you look in the stands, you might find a car there later on this evening.
I mean, it is not an uncommon thing to happen.
Let your commenter know there's a perfect view of the stands that just passed.
Let's see. There we see the pace truck is out. First caution of the night, lap 14 out of 100. 5 viewers out there on the stream with us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go through the cars and see what we can find. There's Brian Underwood with his Premium Stock Car Racing League logo on the back. Jordan Kreider with the Old Smoky. Noah Blackwell with NJB Designs. Melvin with the Mobile One. I can't read that one, dagnabbit. Can't read that one either. Jeff Clifton with the Mahindra. Matt Chinosky with Duralube. William Conley with Games for Life. Nathan Brookover with the Oreo car. We can be friends. Now I want cookies. I can't tell what that is on the back of Broderick's car. Kenny Kibbe with the Nocturnal Sim Racing logo. That one's kind of small, I can't see it. Austin Bokel with the DuPont car. Farrell Robbins in the 29 Reese's car. Got the number 5 Kellogg's car of Tyler Ferguson. Jordan Hand in the Optic Gaming. Josh Kreider in the Lowe's car. And Kenneth Cheney in the iRacing car. There we see the pace truck lights are off. We can expect to see the pace truck leave the track here shortly. And it looks like we have got a blinker. And there we see the pace truck leave the track. And we are back to Green Flag Racing. Green Flag brought to you by tinyurl.com.
And it looks like the Red Bull's working for the 69 of Jordan Kreider because he took that first position. And it looks like a little bit of a... No, you got some bump drafting going on. You don't have any side-by-sides until you reach about position 4 or 5.
There we see the 43 of Nathan Williams take to the outside line and make his way around the 69 of Jordan Kreider. Looks like he was tired of following, was ready to take a lead. Jordan Kreider is going to fight back for that position. So we're going to have a good little battle going on here for a few minutes between Nathan and Jordan. And then we got some good single file side-by-side racing.
We still got some blinking going on here a little farther back.
Yeah, it looks like some of these guys might have connection issue. Hopefully that does not affect the other racers at the game tonight.
Yeah, depending on where they are, you know, one of the reasons why I'm not broadcasting tonight is, you know, we do have some bad weather going on right here in Alabama. So hopefully these guys are not affected by some of the weather that I'm having.
Hopefully not. Let's see. Scroll down. Well, while Nathan Williams and Jordan Kreider battle it out for that first spot, Brian Underwood's going to push his way and sit in the second position for the time being. Take a look and see what's going on a little bit further back. So a lot of side-by-side drafting. Lap 19.
And it looks like
Go ahead.
I was going to say, looks like Jordan Kreider wanted back at first, and then Nathan Williams kind of smacked him and said no.
No, we don't condone violence here.
Well, you all talking about you're talking about Brian Underwood. Brian Underwood is sitting third in the points. You know, he is a little
and we
ways
have
back.
A crash.
Oh, crash! Another crash. Gonna bring
Well-
out the yellow flag.
I don't see it bringing out the caution. So
Well,
looks
it
like
may have been a
couple of
self-spin.
drivers- Well, they actually not self-spin. They went off track. So it started with Noah Blackwell and Lee Bailey going off track. So let's see if we can get a good view of this and see what happened. Oh, somebody rear-ended somebody else and spun out in the grass.
Somebody rear-ended somebody else.
It didn't give a notification for it, so we'll have to go back and look at that. Mark, do you want to run that back? Well,
Number 5 Kellogg's actually came up on his rear bumper, but yes, I actually have it if you'd like.
all right. So now we have our caution flag. Caution flag is brought to you by Admin Box. And we're going to go side by side so Mark can show us what happened here.
Racing
So-
direct analogy.
Yes, the wreck analysis. So, Mark, tell us what happened here.
So from what I can see, you got your number 5 getting rear-ended, or number 3 getting rear-ended by the number 5 Kellogg's car, and which really doesn't cause a major pileup, but it does cause him to get into the grass and get spinning. And I know I think he was one of the ones having a blinking issue earlier, and that could have been an indicator of it, or could have been a reason for it.
Well, luckily he did not take anyone out in that crash. And for our viewer who is asking about the stands, there was a really good view of the stands right there.
And it's gone. No.
All right, well, let's go back.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Yes. You can't see it. All right, so let's go back full screen and see where everybody is. There we see the pace truck out there with the lights on. Jordan Kreider right behind the pace truck.
Biding his time behind him.
And it looks like the guys are going to go ahead and take those pit stops. Excuse me.
Well, it is the only stage break we have in the race, so that is a good idea. Don't know how many cautions we're going to have, so we could see some green flag pit strategies going on.
Absolutely. And I wonder if they brought out the stage break caution a lap or two late, and that's what we're seeing now.
It is very possible.
All right. Well, while the guys are taken to the pits, let's check out one of the race sponsors. All right, we see those pace truck lights are now off. So now we're just going to wait patiently while we wait for the pace truck to leave the track. There we see that 77 of Brian Underwood next to the number 1 of Jeff Clifton. Looks like we've had some leadership change. Nathan Williams currently sitting in 3rd, Melvin Behringer in 4th, Jordan Kreider in 5th, rounding out the top 5. Nathan Brookover currently sitting in 10th, also our biggest mover of the night currently, up 8 positions from where he started. You know, I feel like I just had a moment. I feel like a car blinked out and didn't come back. Right there we see the pace truck is off, and we're back to Green Flag Racing. Green Flag brought to you by tinyurl.com/vacay100.
All right, and starting back up from the stage break, we've got Brian Underwood in the first position, followed closely by Nathan Williams in second, Jeff Clifton in third, Melvin Behringer in fourth, Jordan Kreider in fifth, William Connolly, which actually just took the fifth, Farrell Robbins in seventh, Noah Blackwell in eighth, J.R. Shepard in ninth, Nathan Brookover in 10th, Kenny Kibbe in 11th, Broderick Baklovic in 12th, Jordan Hand in 13th, Josh Kreider in 14th, Austin Bulk in 15th, Kenneth Cheney in 16th, Matt Shinosky in 17th, Lee Bailey in 18th, and Tyler Ferguson in 19th. And it looks like Brian got a good jump off of that on the green flag, followed very closely by Nathan Williams in that 43. And you got Melvin Behringer right behind him, side by side with the number 1 Mahindra of Jeff Clifton. You know, besides a couple little hiccups, we've had a pretty good clean race so far to this point. But it makes me wonder, you know, with being the stage break at 20, you know, if there are no cautions, you know, how are they going to use the green flag pit strategies? Because once you go to the pits, you're going to have to come back out. When you come back out, you have to catch up. And unfortunately, we still have a couple blinkers out there tonight. But the first 7 positions looks like we've got some side by side from Mr. Reese's on back. Everybody seems to be single filing it for the most part. Yeah, they're really loving the low line tonight. So now we got everybody doing some single file clean racing. Jeff Clifton in the number 1 Mahindra out there on in first position with the Games for Life 25 right behind him. All right, so William Connolly took that first position for the time being. Looks like he's got a little battle going on with the number 43. Nathan Williams wanting his position back up toward the front of the pack.
Looks like
You
Noah
still
might
got-
be doing some pushing there with William.
Could be, yeah. Which would definitely help if they're on the same team. You know, it's a good strategy to use.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that slingshot. What is... There we go. Let my tower fix itself real quick. There we go. Lap 30 out of 100. 30 laps complete. So far, only one caution for a wreck. The other caution was our stage break.
And that might be why they didn't call the caution on the little incident with the 3 and the 5. You know, maybe because the stage break was coming up right there and it really didn't cause too much trouble. You never know.
I mean, they just went in the grass. They were okay. They were okay. 8 viewers on the stream with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Currently, the 52 of Noah Blackwell sitting out there in that top spot with the 25 of William Conley behind him. Jordan Kreider in that 69 car, utilizing that inside line there. Farrell Robbins in the 29, also utilizing the inside line. Melvin Behringer, currently in 4th now. Farrell Robbins in 5th. Nathan Williams has moved himself up to 4th. Well, it looks like Farrell and Nathan are going to battle it out for that 4th position spot.
I just wanted you to keep calling. It's like Nathan Williams in 4th, Nathan Williams in 5th. Wait, Nathan Williams in 4th again.
Yeah. Well, now Nathan Williams is in 2nd. He's going to be up 6 positions from where he started. William Conley is up 8 positions from where he started, currently sitting in that top spot. Noah Blackwell is going to round out the top 3 in that 52 car. Melvin Behringer in 4th, Jordan Kreider in 5th. That's going to round out your top 5 there. Kenneth Chaney, Farrell Robbins, Brian Underwood, Jeff Clifton, and Jordan Hand all rounding out your top 10 there.
All right, and it looks like your Reese's car is coming back up into the playing field.
Ah.
You cannot get rid of the peanut butter goodness. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I didn't say anything about getting rid of it. Did not say that at all. But I wouldn't mind having a Reese's right now. Well, it looks like those top 3 drivers are definitely going to keep it a close battle, but William Conley is holding down that top spot. Nathan Williams is going to hold that 2nd spot, and Noah Blackwell is going to hold down that 3rd position spot with... I'm probably going to call it wrong because there's literally like tenths or of a second or hundredths of a second between the cars.
And that's what I like about tight pack racing. The tighter they get, you know, it can be nerve-wracking, but, you know, you can definitely change up positions in it really easily.
Oh, absolutely.
William Connolly still trying to hold his spot. Looks like he is coming up on the number 3. Now, unfortunately, if he passes him, he will be a lap down. Another lap down. I apologize. It's actually a very clean paint scheme. If you look at the number 76, the Logitech and iRacing car, very nice.
Oh. Bear with me just a second. I'm trying to get my Streamlabs controller to work. Haha. There we go. Go back side by side and see how things are. Alright, well since you're towards the front, I'm going to go towards the back here.
Alrighty. I tend to stay on the front until I see a wreck. Then, I move accordingly.
I mean, fair enough. Alright. There we go. Made some adjustments. Yours was a little too small.
And I wish we had a little more comments out there tonight.
Well, we are
wants to play with us.
Well, we are on the YouTube side, and I know for me it's a different audience because I'm usually on the Twitch side of things. But if you're out there watching, since we have 8 viewers out there on the stream tonight, be sure to drop a comment in the chat. Tell us which driver you're rooting for, or if you don't pick a driver, pick a car. You can pick it by the paint scheme. I do it all the time. Lap 38 out of 100. So far, it is a nice, clean race. Let's go take a look at the...
It's only a clean race because I'm not out there racing. I'd be messing it all up. It'd be great.
That's why you're not allowed to race.
He said I could race if I wanted to. Take away all my fun.
Somebody lied to you. I don't know who it was, but just so you know, somebody lied to you.
I think it was someone from Canada. I really do. Canadians.
You know, I have a friend who's from Canada, so. Lap 40 out of 100. 40 laps done, 60 laps to go. We see that 76 of Kenneth Cheney in that top spot with the number 25 of William Conley being pushed back to the second position spot. Now Williams can take over that top spot, pushing Kenneth back to second. Nathan Williams is going to be sitting in that third position spot. We'll go back further in the race since you're on the front. I'll take it back a little bit. And we see the 14 of Kenny Kibbe. That reminds me of a show that I if I watched it.
Say that one more time.
Kenny Kibbe.
That's not how you said it. Kenny Kibbe?
No, you heard my chair squeak.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that was. You heard my chair squeak. My office chair needs some work. It's a little
So everybody, please pitch in. We'll get a tip jar up so Amanda can afford a new office chair.
Nah. I don't need a new office chair. I just need to take care of this one.
That's okay. I'm sitting on a milk crate. It's cool.
In the desert?
A milk crate in the desert. I don't get that one. Sorry.
I've been watching Iron Man today. Sorry. You know the one where Tony Stark goes out to the desert and gets kidnapped and all that jazz?
Believe that'd be the first one.
Yep. When Iron Man was created. Alright, let's go take a look at our webcam view. See if it loads in real quick.
Come on, Elmo.
Oh, the other ones are not coming up for some reason, so I'll come back to that. Let that load in real quick.
Right, you see we got Josh and Jordan Kreider, Brian Underwood, and Melvin Behringer. All right, there you go.
You know what?
So we got Williams in the number 1 position with Melvin Behringer really close second. And William Connolly actually less than about a tenth of a second. William Connolly and Melvin Behringer seem to be fighting it out for the second position. Just waiting in line, chomping at the bit to overtake Nathan Williams. Yes. Yes. All right, guys. Well, like I said, we still have Nathan Williams in the first position. Melvin Behringer close second. William Connolly in third. Jordan Hand in fourth. Kenneth Cheney in fifth. Jordan Kreider, my favorite car, in sixth. Noah Blackwell in seventh. Josh Kreider in eighth. Farrell Robbins in ninth. Jeff Clifton in 10th. Brian Underwood in 11th. Nathan Brookover in 12th. But all right, it looks like we've got some good side-by-side racing here for the first 10 to 12 spots. Then everybody seems to go single file after that. Like I was saying earlier, low line is very popular tonight. And Nathan Williams just does not seem to want to give it up. You know, he's less than a door behind him. All right, guys. So if anybody's in the chat tonight, how is everyone doing? We're doing a lot of green flag racing here. I see we have 8 viewers. I'd like people to talk to me a little bit. But in the top three, we've got Nathan Williams, Melvin Behringer, and William Connolly. Rounding out the top five, you got Jordan Hand and Jordan Kreider. A lot of, very clean racing. I'm not saying it's boring. It's hard for me to call when it's so clean. Um, I'm not asking anybody to wreck by all means. So we're definitely have a nice clean race here at Daytona tonight. Nathan Williams, number 43, still in the first position. Melvin Behringer, number 9, still taking up the second, looking to overtake him, and it looks like he might get it. Jordan Hand in third. Nope. Everybody's moving around. Got some nice, side by side racing. Nathan Williams still keeping our top spot tonight. So let's go back a little bit farther in the pack here. All right, you got the number 48, Josh Kreider, in the 10th spot in the Lowe's car, followed closely by Brian Underwood. You got J.R. Shepard in the pits, Matt Shinosky, Broderick Vaklavic, Kenny Kibbe, and Austin Bolt, all taking their chance to go ahead and get some go-go juice and 4 fresh feel goods.
Right there at that halfway mark in the race. 51 laps out of 100 complete. It'll be interesting to see what kind of green flag pit strategies these guys have going on.
And it looks like a couple of them had already done that. Like I had just called it. We had a group of about 5 went ahead and pitted earlier with Kenny Kibbe. Unfortunately, that's going to put them a lap down. They were a little farther back in the field. But we've still got plenty of time to catch back up and get their laps back so they can have a good chance to run with the top 3, you know?
Of course. Looks like Kibbe's going to be the first of our lap down cars. Tongue twister there. Bailey's going to be down 2 laps. And it looks like Tyler Ferguson is out of the race. So there we see the 43 of Nathan Williams, the 25 of William Conley, and the 52 of Noah Blackwell out there leading the pack.
I like the color scheme on that 43, the solar fit.
If I could get a better angle of it, it'd be fantastic. Let's see.
Well, you can always go to the number 25 nose cam and get a good view of the rear end.
Well, I could do that with the rear chase.
Oh, and I actually like that a little bit better now, because if you look at the rear end, the rear panel, it says "Race to Stop Suicide." I'm a very big fan of that one. I like seeing if anybody has anything funny on the back of their cars. You know, wouldn't it? Well, this is just a personal thought. I think it'd be funny that if iRacing allowed you to do bumper stickers.
I mean, they kind of do. You can do your own custom graphics on the back of your car.
Honk if parts fall off.
Really? That's what's on my truck currently.
All right. Actually, looks like a lot of guys: Nathan Williams, Kenneth Cheney, Noah Blackwell, William Connolly, all hitting the pits.
So it looks like most of the field, like you said, is taken to the pits. That's going to leave J.R. Shepard, Austin Bokel, Roderick. I'm not going to try to mess it up. Matt Shinosky, Kenny Kibbe, and Lee Bailey out on the track still.
Yeah, and it's giving Clifton a chance to go ahead and, get a little bit of a lead on everybody. That way, when they come out of the pits, he can take the pits and
Of
possibly
course.
not be so far down. Yeah.
Let me see if I can't get this other webcam view to act right.
And it looks like as I spoke, Jeff Clifton took to the pits.
It happens sometimes. All right. That is probably not the one that I needed. No, because Melvin is on the other one. It just copied the wrong one. That was beautiful.
And Jeff Clifton went ahead and took a short pit. He is back off of pit road, and he never left the first position. So we've got Kenneth Cheney in second, Ryan Underwood in third, Nathan Williams in fourth, Melvin Behringer in fifth, Noah Blackwell in sixth, Jordan Hand in seventh, Josh Kreider in eighth, Jordan Kreider in ninth, Nathan Brookover in 10th, William Connolly in 11th, J.R. Shepard in 12th, Broderick Vaklavic in 13th, Matt Shinosky in 14th, Kenny Kibbe in 15th, Austin Bulk in 16th, Lee Bailey in 17th, Farrell Robbins in 18th, and unfortunately Tyler is no longer with us in the game tonight.
It is showing he is out. All right, there we see Nathan, and I'm not sure who the other driver is. I guess that my OBS decided it was going to be a little extra today.
So it looks like Kenneth Cheney actually went ahead and took that first spot. Jeff Clifton seems to have fell back a little bit, which could be strategy. He might be, saving a little bit of fuel, saving a little bit of tires, and making a resurgence later in the race.
There we see Josh Kreider, Brian, Jordan Kreider, and Melvin behind the wheel.
So everybody give it up to all of our drivers who gave us their webcams tonight. Really cool to get an actual in-person look of our guys. And I don't know about you, Amanda. I feel kind of threatened with seeing Elmo staring at me.
Nah, I'm good.
That tickles.
All right, let's go back to full screen and see how things are going out there on the track. Kind of changing that 76. Go ahead.
I was just saying we're back to some single file clean racing here.
We are currently at lap 60 out of 100. 60 done, 40 to go. We've only had one caution so far tonight.
Oh yeah, one caution, one real wreck, and everything else has been, clean and green.
And that is awesome.
Yeah, but I like squirrels running.
I think when it comes to NASCAR, the schools are kind of scary.
Well, that's why I tell everybody they need to switch to Texas, right? And it'll be so quiet that the wildlife will come back into play. No? No? Would that not be funny?
Ew.
Like, all right, here we see the first 10 cars. Sorry, trying to make jokes tonight. Amanda is not
Sorry. Trying to figure out with the OBS, but I think I got it all figured out. I just gotta there for a second.
And watching the racing tonight just makes me think of an old song from the 90s by Kate called Long Line of Cars. And that's all I'm seeing right now. Like good racing.
I know this song.
Well, I'm old.
There we see the 76 of Kennedy, followed by the 77 of Brian Underwood. Looks like we're going to go in numerical order now until we get to third. And you've got the 43 of Nathan Renata Melvin Behringer sitting in fourth. Noah Blackwell in fifth in that 52 car. Jeff in sixth position in the number 1 car. Jordan Kreider in seventh in that 69 car. The 88 of Jordan Mahan is going to be sitting in 8th. The 48 of Josh Kreider is going to be sitting in 9th. Nathan Brookover in that number 8 car is going to be sitting in 10th currently. The 98 of J.R. Shepard will be sitting in 11th. Mark, you want to call the rest?
Yes, I will. All right, we've got Broderick Vuklovic in 12th. We've got Matt Shinosky in 13th. Kenny Kibbe in 14th. Austin Bolk in 15th. Connolly in 16th. Farrell Robbins in 17th. Mr. Lee Bailey in 18th. And Tyler Ferguson. All right, so Miss Amanda, how are you doing tonight? We have a little bit of time to talk now, I think.
I'm good. So, we're kind of battled out up there.
We don't even have a 78. Dang it.
I know.
I think what we need to do is organize a race where nobody picks their own numbers. They get a set of numbers. And we can see how close of a race.
All right. Well, while we have some good green flag racing, let's go ahead and check out one of the sponsors. All right, that was some of the sponsors for this league. There we see the 76 of Kenneth Cheney still holding on the top spot, with Brian Underwood not making it easy for him to take a breath there, with the 43 of Nathan Williams still in that third position spot. Noah Williams fourth, and Noah Blackwell in fifth currently. Back in 10th, however, is going to be our second biggest mover of the night, because I can't read. He's up 8 spots from where he started, Nathan Brookover. But Kenneth Cheney, our current race leader, is the biggest mover of the night, up 9 positions from where he started. $30 laps to go. A lot of good, clean racing going on here tonight. One wreck so far the entire night. I've got 10 viewers out there on the stream with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are watching and not racing, feel free to drop a comment. Let us know which car is your favorite, which driver you're rooting for. I think some of the drivers are watching our stream, and therefore they are currently stuck. So even if they hate the broadcast, they have to listen to it because they're stuck here. I do that sometimes. I'll be playing a game and listening to something in the background, and I can't turn it off because I'm stuck in a game.
But they don't want to turn it off. They're listening to you tonight.
I'm short and annoying. Let's let SDK show us what it thinks is exciting. There we see the DuPont car. SDK is going to flip around just a little bit, and we see the 98 of J.R. Shepard.
So we're at lap 72. I wonder when we're going to have another round of pit.
So there was only one stage break, and that was about once. So now what you need to watch for is going to be those green flag pit stops. So it really depends on what they have as far as their strategy, what they're going to do.
And we already encountered one round of them.
That we did. So it may happen again. Maybe, maybe not.
And that might be why they're taking the low line, because the low line is going to eat up the set on this track. So they're utilizing that to save tires, and then only going in for fuel when they need it, which is a good strategy.
It is. That was a mistake. I said I have to clean it every 5 minutes.
Contacts.
I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe some of the in-ear earphones.
You know, I did see some of those.
Just trying to keep your glasses from fogging up. You know, helping you out a little bit. So Kenneth Cheney is still upholding that first number 1 spot there. Really interested to see when and if he is going to have to finish it.
Well, I am not sure what their fuel window is for these cars tonight. So I would think that if they had one pit already, the stage break, right? And around lap 50.
Looks about that way, yeah. So they should be coming up.
They should be coming up on pit stops. So here we see our pit stop strategy, stint length. I cannot speak today.
And it looks like a group of them are actually doing as we said. You got J.R. Shepard, Matt Shanosky, Kenny Kibbe, Austin Bolt, and in the pits at the moment.
Down those top spots. It really makes you wonder, being in those critical positions, will they take to the pits? And if they take to the pits, is it going to cost them the lead?
Well, and unfortunately, you know, they might not have a choice in the matter. But with the amount of gap from, let's see, up to the 5th position, from the 1st to the 5th, there's only a 0.4 of a second gap. So the question is are they all going to pit together?
Well, given that a good team back of the race field did just take some pits, we'll probably see the of the field take to the pits, maybe together, kind of together. Not knowing if Cheney and Underwood are teammates or not is critical. They could pit together if they're teammates, and that would be a good strategy to take, because they work together going in, they'll work together getting out, and they'll work together to get out. If they're not, it'll be a battle royale.
We've got a blinker, the 4th spot. Mr. Melvin Behringer looked to blink out just for a second.
Oh, it's going to take a... I love Behringer, actually. That's not funny. Melvin was one of the cars early on in the race who was having a connection.
Yeah, and that is not, I mean, not that it's not good, but in your 3rd race of the playoffs, you know, you want to try to keep it as clean as possible. You never know when a connection issue is going to happen. Could be storms, could be anything, you know.
It could be any number of issues. I know Richard is not broadcasting tonight because there are a lot of bad storms where he is. There we see the second group of pit takers. Jordan and John Tyler making over Noah Blackwell. Looks like they all took to the pits. Or it said they were going to. I guess pit lane might be closed. Nope, they are going to the pits. SDK is slightly confused. 20 laps to go. Kenneth Cheney still holding down that top spot with Brian Underwood right behind him.
That would be terrible if the pit shut down mid-race. It's like, I need fuel. Oh, well.
You know, they
Not like-
actually, in some races, they do close pit lane for a certain period of time during the race.
Everybody needs a lunch break, Amanda.
Plan accordingly. "19 laps to go. Cheney and Underwood holding on the top 2 spots. Nathan Williams going to be sitting in that 3rd position spot. Melvin Behringer currently sitting in 4th. Jeff Clinton in 5th.
Clifton.
Sorry. I'm going to try to not sneeze.
I just don't think he's related to Bill and Hillary.
"18 laps to go. A lot of good green flag racing going on here. Good single file racing as well. Let's see where the rest of the guys are.
And we've actually got several big movers of the race tonight. Got Nathan Brookover, 10 positions from where he got Josh Kreider and Kenneth Cheney, both 9 positions from where they started. Up 8 spots from where he started.
It looks like our top 5 are going to be the only ones on the lead lap currently. Starting with the 88 of Jordan Hand, all the way down to currently sitting in 15th, Chindosky. They are all going to be 1 lap down as we go into the last 15 laps here. Broderick is going to be 2 laps down. And Lee Bailey is now going to be 1 lap down. Broderick is going to be the last car 1 lap down now. And Farrell Robbins is going to be 3 laps down. 9 viewers on the stream with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. To the last 15 laps. Let's go ahead and see what the drivers look like while they're gaming. All right, there we saw what the guys, how focused these drivers are while they are racing, and that is taken to that top spot. The 77 of Brian Underwood is still holding that second position spot, while Kenneth Cheney in the 76 car has been pushed back to third. Melvin Behringer in fifth. J.R. Shepard is currently going to be sitting in, was sixth, now seventh. Jordan Kreider in sixth, now seventh. You know, it's going to turn into an auction. Somebody's car is going to get sold if I keep going like this. Where's gonna...
Kenny Kibbe in 8th, Kenny Kibbe in 7th, Kenny Kibbe in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. What?
Only if you write that, does it go backwards? It's gotta go up. It's gotta go forwards. 10 laps to go. Jeff Clifton currently holding that top with Brian Underwood right behind him. It looks like a lot of the guys have been making up for lost time. Jeff Clifton currently sitting first, Brian Underwood in second, Kenneth Cheney in third, Nathan Williams in fourth, Jordan Kreider in sixth, seventh is going to be J.R. Shepard, eighth Jordan Hand, Kenny Kibbe, 10th Josh Kreider, 11th Nicole Blackwell, 12th is going to be Brookover, 13th is going to be William Conley, and that is going to be our top lap guys, starting with the 24 of Austin Bokel in the 14th position spot. These guys are a lap down. Matt Chinoski, Roderick. Huh?
I think it's Baklovic.
Lee Bailey is going to be down 2 laps, and Phil Robbins is going to be down 3 laps. They finish out in these last 9 laps now. It looks like Jeff Clifton is going to take. So it really makes you wonder what kind of pit strategy they might have.
Were we watching the same thing? I didn't see.
Yes. Check my tower. Well, mine says the number 100.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That is weird. Hold up. SDK is ineffective. SDK, and if you're looking on the stream, yes, it says that the number 1 is in the pits. However, Jeff Clifton is still holding down that top position spot. Maybe he flagged that he's going into the pits. There we see him coming around the turn. Let's see.
No, he is staying out.
So, I wonder if maybe he flagged that he was going into the pits.
We have 5 laps to go in the race, and you know, the only reason I would say pit is if you're literally running on rims and no fuel. But you got number 77 of Brian Underwood in second position, Kenneth Cheney in third, Nathan Williams in fourth, Melvin Behringer in fifth, J.R. Shepard in sixth, Kenny Kibbe in eighth, Jordan Hand in ninth, Noah Blackwell bringing in the top 10.
And that is weird. Jeff Clifton is still showing as in the pits, and he is very clearly not in the pits. He is still on the track, holding on that top spot, right ahead of that 77 of Brian Underwood.
Yeah, he's less of a tenth, or he's about a tenth of a second back from him. So, yeah, if they get into a battle right at the end, you might have an upset.
4 laps to go. You can't really say that if they get into a battle because they're not driving that close. Don't breathe wrong, it won't work right.
Battle is side by side as the battle.
I'm gonna need you to go watch Talladega Nights.
I'm okay. Yeah,
Slingshot.
I'll go watch Cars.
So just so everybody who is listening and listening to the replay, if you're gonna race with Mark, please be careful. He's gonna turn right to go left.
Yes, because I race in the dirt. Sorry.
Three laps to go. Jeff Clifton still holding the Oh, and we have a caution with 3 laps to go. Yellow flag brought to you by Admin Box. Share notification that Josh Kreider has crashed. Mark, you want to go find that real quick?
Yeah, if you want to go side by side, I am on Josh right now.
Well, give me just a second and let's get this pulled up. And let's see. Maybe get in a little bit closer and show me what you got.
Ooh, that was a lot more than Josh Kreider.
Can you take it back and
Yes,
slow
I
it down?
can.
Because you had a hiccup and it went from there's some smoke to there's some grass.
All right, so it looks like the 69 went down, smacked into the 98, and subsequently the 14. It looks like they're both sideways on the track, dragging in the Oreo and the 48. Yeah, 48. Lowe's car. Thank God for fast repair. Is all I'm saying.
Well, with 3 laps to go, yeah,
Really gonna, yeah.
a fast repair may not be the quick fix that they need. So let's go back full screen and let's see where everybody is. There we see that Pace truck is out.
And Brian Underwood actually took the pits. So did Jordan Hand.
There we see it looks like some of our lap down cars may be able to take advantage of the lucky dog position.
So the race has been extended for a green-white checkered finish.
Where did you see that at?
I pulled up the menu on iRacing.
Oh. Amanda Pedrolian said the man's been pitting for the last 12 laps. You know, I don't know what happened, why SDK is saying that he's in the pits. Because obviously he's not in the pits. TW says, let's go Williams. With the Williams currently sitting in that 3rd position spot. So there is a chance.
pace truck lights. The pace truck lights are off. We might be dusting out pretty soon, so we can get to the last few laps of the race. With Jeff Clifton still holding up that first position, with Kenneth Chaney following right behind him in second. Nathan Williams now in second. Kind of passing a little bit right before the race.
Looks like we might have a writing on the apron.
Maybe Nathan said since it's not, we're not actually racing yet, let me take a chance. Well, maybe.
All right, as they're going into turn 4, we should be seeing that pace truck jump off. 3 laps to go. It's going to be an interesting little battle between Jeff, Kenny, and Nathan to see who's going to finish in that top spot tonight. And there we see the pace truck is off as they approach that checker line. We'll start finish line. And there we see our url.com/vk100.
It looks like bringing him up into the first position, followed very closely by Jeff Clifton. Nope. No, sir.
Oh, it's definitely, with as close as they are, there's no way that it's not. And I started to calling it like Jeff was in the top spot, but then Ken was in the top spot. Now Jeff's in the top spot. So Jeff is currently holding down the top spot, putting some distance between himself and Nathan. He's almost a car ahead of. Actually, not Nathan. Kenneth. Nathan currently in that third position spot as they go into that final lap. White flag is out. White flag is out by tinyurl.com/vk100. Looks like Farrell Robbins has crashed after that white flag. Nathan Williams currently sitting in first. Kenneth Chaney in second. Jeff Clifton now in third. Definitely a major change from what they were a lap ago.
Yeah, and I like how somebody on YouTube called it Williams.
I mean, it might be Williams himself. Oh, and we have cars rolling as they go across the finish line. There is no caution for that. Just keep going. Unofficial race results. Nathan Williams finishing in first, Kenneth Chaney in second, Jeff Clifton in third, Brian Underwood in fourth, Melvin Behringer in fifth, William Conley in sixth, Jordan Kreider in seventh, Jordan Hand finishing in eighth, Noah Blackwell in ninth, J.R. Shepard in 10th. Mark?
All right, we've got Kenny Kibbe coming in the 11th place, Austin Bulk in 12th, Nathan Brookover in 13th, Josh Kreider in 14th, Matt Shinosky in 15th, Roderick Baklavic in 16th, Lee Bailey in 17th, Farrell Robbins in 18th, and Mr. Tyler Ferguson in 19th.
All right, well, let's go see if we can't find...
I like how the good wrecks didn't happen until the checkered flag already went out.
It's a thing. All right, so let's go find these guys and see.
Yeah, and we don't have to bring up our biggest mover because Kenneth Cheney was in second place, biggest mover of the night, up 8 spots from where he started.
All right, well, bear with me just a second while we pull our race winners up.
And we got Kenneth Cheney in there now.
Oh my God.
Dick Cheney.
All right, all right. Brian, you got Mark and Amanda in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I have you.
All right, so you actually finished in 4th, but talk to us a little bit about your race.
Well, the strategy I think worked out pretty good there until that caution there with 2-3 to go. Had to take fuel because you know, they have this auto refuel crap and kind of killed my trek position. But yeah, just give Cheney a good push and see if something could have happened there, but just didn't have enough.
Gotcha. Well, with a podium finish, well, actually, you were in 4th place, but we'll count it. We won't tell anybody. We're going to let you get all the shout-outs you want, sir, so the floor is yours.
All right, just got to thank all the guys that showed up tonight, you guys putting on the show. And I got to thank all our sponsors on board this season, and look forward to Season 2 coming up.
Absolutely. Well, let me let you get back down there to celebrating with the guys, and we're going to aggravate the rest of the winners. All right. Next one, George, you ready? It's Jeff. There you go.
All right, Jeff, you got Mark and Amanda in the booth. You have a copy.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How was your race tonight, man? You came in third place. A good bit of racing there.
Yeah, that was a good race. That was not my first race back, but I've been on a hiatus for quite a few months now, and I'd say that was a pretty decent race. It was clean for the most part until the finish. So.
Oh yeah, and we're glad to have you back, man. We're glad you're back. I don't know if the other racers are. You kind of put them out of position, but.
Wow, that's what we do around here. I was pretty close to winning that. I think that late caution didn't come out. It was in pretty good shape there.
All right. So did you have a strategy at all? Like, what was your strategy going in, especially with so much clean racing?
I think I played the strategy pretty much the way that I wanted to. I think on a fuel run, we were about 35, 36 laps. And after the first stage break there, I was planning on it being a 2-stop to the finish, and that's kind of how it went. We were lucky not to have a ton of cautions in this race, but I mean, that late one kind of messed me up.
Oh yeah, and then we're hearing that from Brian as well, that the late caution kind of put a damper on things. But being in the podium finish top 3, you do get all the shout outs you'd like tonight, man.
Well, yeah, I'll thank you guys for broadcasting this, first of all. I don't really know all the sponsors offhand because I haven't been here for quite a while now. But I'll thank Brian and Josh and any of the other admins for putting this league together and running it every week. So yeah, thank you guys.
Buddy, well, thank you, and we'll let you get back to celebrating with your team members, and you have a good night, buddy.
All right, appreciate it.
Next up is going to be the second place finisher of Kenneth Cheney. Mark, you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, there you go.
All right, Mr. Cheney, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. So you came in second place tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry.
So tell me, how did the race go, man?
Yeah, no, it was going good. Got involved in that early wreck. I put a little bit too much trust, I guess, into the field there too early. So, but otherwise, I mean, it was a good race. Just that last pit stop on the green, I guess I took too much fuel because I was in there too long. So, honestly, thought it was gonna be Brian or who was it? Who's the number one car?
That was going to be Nathan Williams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting race. I don't know. I'm just hyped though. Like, I'm glad I got second. So,
Well,
I
you
mean,
did
first
really
would have been awesome, but yeah.
Well, second is still really good. So being on the podium in second place, man, you get all the shout outs you'd like tonight. So is there anybody you'd like to talk to?
I don't know. Just thank you to everybody that was racing tonight, I guess, for just keeping it clean for the most part. Good hard racing, so it was fun.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back to celebrating. You sound like you're going to have a good night. So enjoy yourself, bro.
All right, thank you.
All right, and that leaves us with, last but not least, the first place finisher of number 43, Nathan Williams. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there you go.
Nathan Williams, how are you doing?
And been waiting for this.
Hey, first place, dude. So that's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking been waiting for this for a while.
Well, good, man. You did good. And what's funny is right before you took first position, somebody in YouTube's like, "Go Nathan Williams," and there you
Oh
go.
yeah. My mom and sister at the Langley track right now watching on their phone and watching the races down there, so
Oh,
loving it.
that's awesome. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Well,
Shout
man,
out to
did
them
you-
for sure.
Oh yeah. So did you have any strategy in there? There was a lot of green flag racing tonight.
I didn't have any strategies. So Brian did the auto fuel on that last caution. So the last green flag caution. I filled up. That's why he was out of fuel. I had 3 laps to the good, so I don't know if you guys saw me in the last caution, but I was down on that apron, cutting my engine on and off, just trying to save as much fuel as I could. So
Oh yeah, we did.
I-
We were
yeah.
actually calling it. Yep.
yeah, so I ran out of gas on my victory lap. I did like a kind of a burnout, spitting out fuel. So yeah, I just saved fuel as much as I could.
Well, hey, and that brought you in first position, man. So you did a good job. And besides
yeah.
the shout out to your mom and sister, man, do you have any more shout outs you want to throw out?
Got a couple. Let me thank Blackwell for now sponsoring the PSCRL series. He's now the main sponsor for us. He does paints and stuff like that. Let me thank Gaffins iRacing Graphics, Admin Box, Butt Kicker, Ayers iRacing Paints, Westgate Resorts, and Rubber Duck Productions, all of our sponsors. We appreciate it so much, and I'm just so glad to actually bring home a win for once in my life.
Well, you did good, man, and we're glad to see you in that first spot.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it so much.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back to celebrating. You have a good night, sir.
Hey, thanks for the broadcast, guys. You guys did great. Thanks, man.
All right, so that was our top 3 finishers, as well as the number 4 finisher of Brian Underwood.
And you know, that's the most excited I've heard these guys. Like, that was awesome.
Well, you know, I think they're a newer series to us, so give it time. Give them time. Plus, it's still early. That was a really good, clean race. So there's not a lot of being drug out by a lot of cautions. Literally one caution in the entire race outside of the stage break.
No, we had that caution at 3 laps to go. So it's
Oh,
two-
we did.
Yeah.
But well, listen, it was so close it might as well have not existed. Just saying. I'm just saying. Obviously, I forgot about it, so that says something. All right. So, well, I don't have anything else. Mark, do you have anything?
No, just want to tell everybody good night, and we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday.
All right, folks. Well, that is going to be it for us. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. We hope everyone has a great night, and God bless.